Hey there, Mel High School, and happy Tuesday. Sending out Bulldog eNews a little later than typical, than due to our 3-day weekend. So I hope you've had a great holiday weekend. Hope you got a chance to rest and recharge. Really, we are now hitting the official beginning of the school year. Now that August is behind us, we'll really get into a groove in the next 2 or 3 months as the summer season ends. We'll get into fall and really get into the flow of school. So I do want to brag on our students and staff. It has been a great opening. Our students have really reverted back to what feels a little more like pre-COVID. I don't want to say the pandemic's behind us, not getting into any of that, but certainly want to brag on our students and our staff for what has been a very, very positive start to a new school year. So, a number of things to talk through today. And so, first and foremost, I want to remind you that Jefferson County, Kentucky remains in the red category per the CDC. So, as a result, masks are required this week. This next announcement is big and it will start bright and early tomorrow morning. We've been handing out papers to anybody in the car rider line over the last week, trying to get acclimated and ready for tomorrow. But do want to share once again that our car rider procedure, effective tomorrow, September 6th, will change. And again, this map is a little hard to see on the screen. I will also send this in a separate email message to the mail community here shortly. But want to remind you, if you are coming to campus before school or after school to drop off your child or pick them up after school, we ask that you enter at Circle K, which is Durrett Lane. You will then find a side street called Carroll Avenue. So you'll take a right onto Carroll Avenue. You will pass our field hockey field, our soccer field, our football field, and eventually right at the cemetery, you will take a right and come up behind the football practice field, the baseball field, and you'll see from that point, you're going to navigate into the lower Gaines parking lot. So there is a sidewalk that runs parallel to the Gaines building. That will be the drop off and pickup location right there. And so from there, you'll take a left out of the parking lot and shoot right out of the red light. So our hope is to make this safer, make it flow a little more efficiently, and hopefully improve the process for car riders beginning tomorrow, effective tomorrow morning. Want to share a couple of reminders that's important again as we get into the flow of the school year. We have addressed tardies in a couple of different ways. So first and foremost, let me talk about tardies to school. Typically, it's our student drivers that cut it too close, but are to be on time to school, a student must be in the classroom. So if a student is on campus, maybe in the parking lot, if they're not in class at 7:40, they have to come to the office and sign in, which becomes a tardy to school. Secondly, dealing with tardies to class, we've worked very hard to transition to our new 7-period schedule. One of the challenges for our students has been the length of time between classes. So last week we adjusted that and we increased it by 1 minute. We actually had a trial run on Friday and it went wonderfully. So again, our students now have an additional minute to get to every class. And so we will be up and running normal tomorrow. Students are accountable to be in class at 7:40 and on time to each class throughout the course of the school day. Parents, this is one I would ask for your help with. We have really tried to create a focus on learning, meaning cell phones and earbuds are put away. We are a one-to-one school. There's nothing that our students will need to utilize or find as a resource that they can't do on their mail-issued Chromebooks. So a reminder, cell phones and earbuds need to be put away during the instructional day. Want to remind you that we're trying to make sure that our students and families have those daily announcements. So click on those at any point in time. Bookmark that on your Chrome browser. Super, super easy to access. A reminder that our counselors do a fantastic job each week sending a newsletter. So here is the 5th volume of the school year already. Man, that sneaks up on us. Want to remind seniors you're going to have an opportunity on October 5th to take the ACT one more time at school. And there is an opt-out form that was actually due this past Friday, but I'm going to leave it up for one more day. So if you do not want to take that ACT, you need to do that immediately and let our counselors know that. We should have IDs now in the hands of every Bulldog. Typically get questions about, do these cost money? Essentially, we give every student an ID, a plastic ID card holder, and a mail lanyard. The first one the school provides. And so after that, it's up to the student to keep up with it and wear it each and every day. And if they lose it, you can see how it gets replaced right there. So that's it for today. A busy week ahead. It will only be a 4-day week. Lots of things below. I do want to point out to primarily freshmen and freshman parents, we have some information below about joining clubs. So I stuck a few things on there from the daily announcements. I would encourage our students to get involved at Mail. It's a great place, and there is something for every student. So we'll start to promote our clubs and spread the word about those here over the coming weeks and months as we get into the flow of the school year. So have a great week. 4-day week ahead. Hang in there. We'll see you soon. Take care.